one of the co-founders of Reddit, right? His name was Swartz, right? So his idea was that information should be free and shouldn't be locked up behind the doors of like your major institutions. So he was at MIT, if I'm not wrong. So it was either MIT or Harvard, right? So one of the two. You know how like those top guys go to like those top schools. So he like hacked into the system of MIT, or like he went into like computers. He cloned, you know, a lot of the research papers, and then he uploaded them on a website he had created. I think it was called Open Library. I think it's still up if I'm not wrong. So he uploaded like those files so that other people can actually have access to them, because he felt like a lot of people, majority of your population will not go to Harvard, right? Will not go to your top institutions like your Wits and all. By default, like only 1,000 like kids get accepted out of how many? Like out of like, I don't know, 100,000. So by default, you won't have, you know, majority of the population going through those so Ivy League schools. So he was like, okay, cool. Right now we have the internet, and then like anybody can just access this information. It doesn't have to be like for, you know, your top 1%, right? So effectively he did that, and then he got like arrested, and then the US government like gave him like 20 years behind bars, and then they gave him like $1 million fine, right? So he committed suicide in his cell. So he was found like, you know, like hanging dead. So but the movement that he had created, I don't know if you might have heard of like a group of hackers called Anonymous.
Maybe that's why I don't know them, because they're anonymous.
Yeah. You so you wouldn't know like any individual people. I might be part of. Okay, well, I wouldn't be saying I'm part of Anonymous if I was anonymous. But yeah, so they're just a group of hackers who, you know, went on with that ideology of like information should be free. So they would hack for good, right? So it's like cool. Textbooks and like, you know, research papers and like open sourcing a lot of information so that like, you know, it could be shared with a lot of, you know, people around the world who just simply have access to an internet connection. And so that's where I like felt like, damn, I learn a lot myself from the internet, and like there's so much that a lot of people are missing out on by just like following what you only find in class. So that's pretty much where it stemmed from.